The year was 1872. I was on my way home after a long night of analyzing a new mutation that the local government had given me to test. They called it cancer. But I honestly didn't see it having any benefit to humanity. But nonetheless, I know my place. I'm not one to interfere with the progress of science. Traveling home, the rain began getting heavier and heavier, with the sound of thunder and flashes of lightning disorienting me to the point of blindness. I knew I wasn't safe to proceed home in such conditions. Up ahead, I saw a small abandoned home, of which at that point I decided to stay my keep there till the storm diminishes. Little did I know it was far from abandoned. As I walked into the abandoned home, at first glance, I could obviously tell the home wasn't vacant. Being a professional in the field of analyzation, someone has had to have been here for the past 100 years or so. That's when the overwhelming stench of which I can never forget came upon my nostrils. As the sound of footsteps approached me, I stood in shock.
Welcome, I see you found refuge in my humble abode. Well, I've been expecting you, boy. Now please join me. Sit.
Why, thank you, sir. The storm out there was mighty treacherous. But I noticed walking up to your house that the foliage was quite overgrown, and the place seemed quite uninhabited. But inside looking, it's quite nice in here.
Thank you very much. I've been here for nearly 100 years. See, I built this home with my own blood, my own sweat, boy, my own tears. And I know it may be rough on the outside, but I tell you, these walls, they're as tough as bones.
Sturdy! It is quite sturdy, sir.
Yes indeed. But enough of myself. You, my boy. You must be starved out there in such a great storm. Would you like some of my fried beef wonton?
Well, sir, it's really no hassle. I'll be returning home shortly.
Well, I just whip them up this morning. They're very fresh, my boy.
I think I can do without, sir.
Fuck the wontons. Not to worry. For that, my boy, is no matter at all. I have prepared something special for you. A delicacy. Beef Wellington.
Sir, it's really not a hassle.
A la mode.
Well, sir, since you insist, sir.
Oh, bask in its glory, boy.
A little nibble, I supposes.
Oh, give it a good nibble. Tasty, yes.
Quite scrumptious indeed, sir. But when I arrived at your humble abode, I didn't notice any livestock around the perimeter of your homestead.
You're quite the observant little weasel now, aren't you? Oh, it was tragic, my boy. I had to put my poor Lucille down just yesterday. Oh, that fat fucking cow tried to wander off on me in the middle of the night, you see?
Oh, I see, sir. Hopefully the storm passes soon, so that way you can restock your cattle for more voluptuous feasts in the future.
But not to worry, for her fuckery has come right in the nick of time. See, I prepared for you such a plentiful feast.
Sir, I am quite sorry, but I am quite parched after that plentiful meal. Would you happen to have any nourishment for my dry mouth?
My mistake. You must be parched after such a long walk in the storm. Here, my boy. Take some of my special homemade wine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, good sir.
Yes. It is the finest of my homemade wine. I even added a special ingredient to this one. There'll be even more beef Wellington where that came from if you guess it right, my boy.
Why, sir, that's quite delightful. I would say, though, it is quite bitter and thick. It almost reminds me of a syrup.
Yes, a syrup indeed, but not one of the tree.
Oh.
Yes. I've picked up on a little secret in my time with the African tribes, learning the art of hunting. Once you arrive in the barren savanna desert, you must perform a ritual to summon the Shaka Zulu warriors, to grant you such strength and such courage to pierce the heart of a lion with nothing but a mere glare into his eyes. For once you have penetrated his heart and captured his soul, you will do with that creature what you please. But would I please?
It was at this moment I realized this man was no ordinary man. He had a devious look in his eyes, of which struck me with fear and gave my gut a feeling that of which I should flee. Yet I was intrigued by his words and fixated on how he came to live such an isolated life with such wealth. He looked so old, yet seemed so young. There must have been a reason for this.
To live, and I feasted upon it until it was no more. But I was not aware, my boy, that these were the ways of the dark nomad tribes of the West. And they practiced these ways. You see, they harnessed the will of the beast, granting them an eternal youth that shall not expire so long as they fulfill the ways of the rituals. Oh, but the tribesmen, they saw me as a monster. They casted me out and banished me from hunting from their lands forevermore. So I took my ways, and I took my practices to my own land, hunting the creature that I always knew I so desired.
Sir, I am sorry to ask you this question, but I do not mean to excrete it upon you with rudeness. But what age is it that you may be?
At this point, my dear boy, age is but a number, and life is but survival of the fittest. But you see, there are ways to defy the laws of human evolution. If you were to simply open your mind and see that you coming here was not but by coincidence, but by of galactic influence.
I just don't understand, sir, how a man of your age can present himself with such vigor.
Oh, so you refuse, do you? Are you really sure that that is your most ideal course of action in this time, boy?
And from the house house into the blazing storm. As the old man was struck by a bolt of lightning, I turned around to see the house ablaze. What luck! I thought to myself as I rushed back home. I sit here telling you my story of how the universe has given me a second chance. Or was it what the universe intended in the first place? That is the question.
Hello. I was not expecting you. Yet another wanderer lured into my manner of mysticism. You're a bit twiggy for my liking. But while you're here, please do like this video. Hit the subscribe for this channel. Oh. And if you don't hit that annoying ass bell, I will come for you in the night.